So this is the FlySky FS-GT2. It's a 2.4 gigahertz 2-channel radio system from FlySky. It's a very basic radio, and it's perfect for beginners or if you're looking for just a simple transmitter. It's sold under a couple of names. This particular one is rebranded Red Cat DSM-2C, but HobbyKing does sell one as well. They call it the HK-GT2, but essentially they're the same. There's just different stickers on it. They're sold under several names, and they usually cost about $20 or less, and that includes the transmitter and the receiver as well, so it's quite affordable. It's great for beginners because there's not a lot of options or a lot of settings you have to worry about, and really there's only a couple of dials and switches for setting the reversing and the trim on the steering and throttle, and that's about it. There's a bind button to bind the receiver, there's an on off button, and there's a couple of LED lights to let you know it's on, as well as telling you the battery condition. So on the back of the transmitter here you have two ports. You have a charging port and a DSC port. The DSC port is used to plug your transmitter to your computer, so you can use it as a gaming controller. So this is great if you want to play Need for Speed or any type of racing game, or use VRC, which is a RC car simulator. So you can use this with your PC as well. And I got one of these cables for like $8, and when I plugged it into my Windows 7 machine, it just detected everything and installed the driver. So it's quite easy to use. It just shows up as a direct input device for your games. In terms of batteries, it's underneath here. So it takes 8 AA batteries, and you can also modify it by soldering a lead onto it, so you could use lithium polymer batteries. Like for example, on my FlySky GT3, I already modded it. It just involves soldering a lead onto the battery compartment and plugging the battery in. So it's a very simple transmitter compared to the FlySky GT3. GT3 obviously has a lot more. The screen, you can adjust a lot more things, a lot of buttons, and it's fairly complicated. And of course it has a removable swappable 2.4 gigahertz module, whereas the GT2 doesn't. The new GT2s will have receivers that have a failsafe. So this one, for example, this one here, I got these from HobbyKing for about $7, so they're quite cheap. You can tell that they're the new receivers because they have the LED light, and right next to it there's a little button which is used to set the failsafe. So it has a failsafe capability as well. And these receivers are also compatible with the new GT2. The new GT3. As long as your GT3 has the newer 2.4 gigahertz module that has the model number FSTM002, that will use the receivers. So the receivers on both these are compatible, and like I said, you get these for about $7. The FlySky model is FS-GR3C. Of course, HobbyKing rebrands it and they call it the HK-GT2R, but they're the same thing. They're just rebranded. So this radio is very simple. It's extremely cheap. For $20, you can upgrade your aging FM or AM radios to 2.4 gigahertz, and get rid of crystals and having channel conflicts with other RC cars. So it's highly recommended that you upgrade to 2.4 gigahertz, especially when it's so cheap. So this is a great starting radio for somebody new to RC, and once you get, you determine you like it, maybe you'll go into the more expensive radios like this one, and the price difference is not that great. This is about $60, this is about $20. So this is the FlySky FS-GT2. It's a great beginner radio for less than $20.